currently 20 and looking into house hacking, a multifamily house, preferably a duplex with an FHA loan. Any tips or advice starting out?
I never really did house hacking that way. I did the BRRRR, but I mean it's all real estate, man. It's all property. Whatever you're doing, it's all pretty much the same. You just got more beds, you got more responsibility, you got gas and electric. My advice would be fix them up nicer. Fix them up nicer. Make sure all the water intrusion issues, outside looks good. Think about, you don't want to be walking up to one of them houses Scooby Doo and them used to walk up to. Make it look nice, man. Curb appeal is everything, man. And then when they come in, think about envisioning. We did a video about this the other day. It's some places are functionally obsolete, which means like the kitchen's here, the room here. Like, nah, man. Open that bad boy up. You want to live. You want to see. You want to see it all.
Is $30,000 enough to start my first BRRRR project?
Absolutely, brother. In the course, we're going to show you how you can turn that 20,000 of that into $1 million in 5 years. I know it doesn't even sound possible, man, but I'm going to give you an Excel sheet and show you step by step by step. You'll turn that 20,000 into $1 million net worth with hard work and with sweat equity. And I'm going to show you how to do it, man. You can definitely do it, brother. A good friend of mine just did it, and he's got about 2 million. He's got about 4 million worth of real estate, and he owes 2 million on it. And he started off with about 20 grand. So you can definitely do it. And he did it by following exactly what I told him and what I'm going to tell you guys. But I'm going to tell you something. I didn't give him nearly as much information as I'm going to give you guys. I mean, I gave him information from time to time. I kind of told him how to do it. He reached out a couple years, and I was like, look, man, you got to have your paperwork together. You don't know your numbers. So you guys are going to be way ahead of him. So if he did it in 5 years, I know you can do it in 5 years.
You told me 12 years ago where you were and where you would be today. And you did it. I'm proud of you, brother.
Thank you, Kyle. Kyle's done some work for me in the past. And I don't know what I told you, Kyle, but I just knew that every day you got to wake up and you got to think about it and dream about it. And Kyle did some great, I just had to keep speaking it into existence, sometimes to the point where people, including Kyle, probably think like, man, this dude crazy, man. He from the hood. He used to sell drugs, man. He ain't about to be buy hundreds and billions of dollars worth of real estate. But if you just keep your mind there, man, and you got great, man. I got some of the best partners, man. I got just amazing partners. But and my nephew and my partners over there, Matt and Steve and Robbie and Ling out in California and Paul and Brian and Mike. And I just got my partner Jamie. I got so many great partners that I can lean on and count on, and so many great contractors, man. We did this house in 14 days, and I had 50, I think it was 53 people in and out of that house. Um, so, communication, talking to people, understanding their problems. Psychology has a lot to do with it. Read your books, understand people, understand communication is so important. Man, I know you guys can do it, man. It's not hard, it's not impossible, but if you don't know and you don't have a clear path, it is impossible. So I'm going to show that for you. I'm going to pave that road, man. I'm going to give you that bridge and just going to walk right over it. Doesn't mean there's not going to be problems. I mean, just this week, I don't even want to tell you. I got problems every day, but that's okay. I wake up now. I call the property managers. What are the problems that you guys are having today? Because I want to solve those problems. And they tell me, I said, okay, I got you covered. Really? Yes. Because I love coming up with solutions. That's what I love doing. And that's why I'm doing these videos. So I come up with a solution for your life, man. Show you how to be financially free.
You mentioned ensuring there's room for appreciation. How do you track what areas are good for appreciation? I am in a high cash flow market with low appreciation.
Well, what you got to do is you got to find the jobs. They're called basic jobs. Basic jobs produce more jobs. And so if you're not around an area that have new basic jobs coming in, then you have to look at the housing inventory. You got to say, okay, the cost to build is $200 a square foot. That's soft cost, hard cost, which soft costs are like your holding cost while you're building. They're your paying your gas and electric while you're building. They're paying your insurance while you're building. They're mowing the grass while you're doing the building. So it takes 18 months to get this project up out of the ground. There are architectural fees. There are engineering fees. Those are all soft costs. Then you have your ground costs. So let's say you build let's just say 1,500 square foot house, and let's just say it costs 250 all in, which is probably gonna be more than that today's market. Well, let's say you can go buy one for 80 and renovate it and be all in for 120. That 250,000 and that 120, the rents are gonna be kind of similar. So you want to find an area where they're building new properties. Why are they building new properties? Because there's more basic jobs, there's more demand, and then you want to come in and you want to buy these areas. You got to know what areas to buy though, and I'm going to show you all that in our course because see, then you have more demand and you have less supply, so people have to build to meet current inventory, which makes these worth more. The only thing to get in the way of these going up in value is people building more, and to build more is way up here. So you got to track your job growth. You got to track your basic job growth, your construction numbers, how old, what's your average age of housing, what's your, how many jobs are going to be added over the next year, over the next 5 years, over the next 10 years. There's a lot of data that you got to track, but we're going to give you a spreadsheet. We're going to give you sites to go to. We're going to show you all that, man, so you can crush it. And then you go in there and you're just confident, and the bank's going to ask you all these questions. They're going to say, man, this guy really knows his stuff. They're going to want to give you money. They're going to want to partner with you. That's what a bank is doing. Partner with you, man. Oh, partner with this guy. He's about to bring some money into our bank. And he's about to bring us some interest money. And I'm going to bring my operational accounts over here if you guys rock with me. But I'm going to do 30 of these, and here's how. Then you go in there, and when I give you this business plan and you go into this bank, if they don't want to do it, go down the street. Somebody else going to want to do it.
From your experience, is there a recommended amount of properties that a lender looks for when doing portfolio lending?
Now, I mean, when you get into the big bankers, they don't care. They want you to have more cash flow. They want your cash flow to be good because they understand that you're going to have some turbulence, but that, as you have that turbulence and you're planned out and you have cash flow, all they care about is this guy going to pay me back. Man, you go in there and they say, man, he living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, he looked like he got a lot. He got a Rolls Royce, got a $4,000 a month car payment. He got what's this, Richter and Phillips jeweler, man, financed a Rolex. I mean, that don't look good, man. Don't have any debt. When I go into a lender and they pull my stuff up, man, I have no debt, my personal name, nothing, no credit cards. And I ain't saying credit cards are bad, but don't carry a balance. I have no car loans. I have no investment property loans. All I have in my personal name is my primary residence. So be a strong borrower. Know what a strong borrower looks like. We're going to show you all that in our course. Sure, you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, Nate Barger on YouTube, and hit the bell, and you'll be notified on any new videos that come out.